It's all because of Jesus, he the reason I'm alive. I live by faith, by grace, you know that I ain't gotta strive. They told me, tone it down, I told them.
Boom. What up, guys? I'm Shrimp Elf. This is my buddy Skyscraper.
And this is the Boat Parade.
Yeesh! Let's talk about
Let's talk some Bucs football.
the NFL.
So they came out with the over-under predicted wins that you can bet on for wins in a season.
I actually haven't even heard this, so you're going to watch live reaction.
Live reaction. Would you believe that the Bucs were tied for the most predicted wins for the season?
Yeah, I was just watching a video that we posted a month ago where I said they were going to have one of the greatest regular season performances in NFL history. And you said, I don't even remember what you said. You're like, I'm speechless. I can't even believe you just said that. Okay. The NFL agrees with me.
The NFL didn't make these odds, but it's okay. Give me your guess on what you think the over-under is for wins in a 17-game season.
13.5.
Close. It's 11.5.
Yeah, I figured I am hoping for 14 wins.
14-3 would be pretty sweet. It would probably be first or second in the NFC.
But greatest season isn't just because of greatest record. It could be a 14-win season, and then Tom Brady has a 600-yard game to close the season, and it ends up being the greatest close of the season ever.
I'm okay with that.
Possible.
So the Bucs still haven't signed Gronkowski or Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
So, but the Bucs have came out and said that they're going to give them all the time that they need to be able to make that decision, and they kind of reflected that in their draft picks. So we get it. You've probably heard it by now. This is going to be pretty monotonous to go over the draft picks, but we're going to go over them real quick for the purpose of it. In the first round, the Bucs traded out of the first round, which I'm a fan of because if you're not going to make a splash pick that's going to be exciting, it's not the sexy thing to do to trade away your first-round draft pick.
Well, yeah.
But
it's not a Sports Center highlight thing to do.
But it was the right decision. So their first pick, which was in the second round, 33rd pick overall, they drafted defensive lineman Logan Paul from Houston, which I think is smart because he's a larger defensive end, very explosive, and he could eventually be an interior replacement to Ndamukong Suh because he's probably not lasting much longer.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if they re-sign him, he's still – and it gives that understudy moment too. That's a really important thing in the NFL. We talked about Brady had that, and Trask has that now in Brady, and, it's really important.
For sure. So later in that round, 57th pick overall, they drafted, I'm not going to even try to say his last name, but he's a guard from Central Michigan. His name is Luke G is what we'll call him.
It's Godeek.
Godeek. Whatever that is. So always good to get some offensive linemen. In the third round, they drafted a running back. What is that, Rachel White?
That's Rashad.
Rashad White. Sorry, Rashad. He's a running back from Arizona State. I love this kid. There was a whole article.
His name.
Clearly I love him, but I love him because they wrote a whole article about him. He wanted to take his helmet home to the hotel that he was staying at because he was so excited to play football, and the Bucs wouldn't let him. And he was like, "Why, man? I just love it so much. I want to be there."
Yeah. Did they really not let him take it? The Bucs didn't.
That's what the article.
I mean,
said.
it's like a $400 helmet, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, sometimes it's like, yo, you don't have to control people. Just give.
But this guy,
a helmet.
Rashad White, loves football so much he wants to take it home just to wear his helmet.
Right.
That's a guy
what
after football's own heart.
He wanted to FaceTime his grandmother in the helmet and say, "Grandma, I'm going to Tampa Bay," and then y'all stole that from him.
Well, I guarantee you his grandmother knew by that point, but it's okay.
You don't know. She may not have a cell phone.
But you just said he was going to FaceTime her. I'm as mind blown as you guys are at home. Let's move on. Then in the fourth round, they drafted a tight end, Cade Otton from Washington. Good because they lost O.J. Howard, and who knows what Gronk's going to do. Have you seen the tweet that Gronk made?
Yo, Gronk doesn't even know what Gronk's doing.
That's a fact.
Gronk's just living, and he'll make a decision 2 hours before.
Did you? Let's be real. I think Gronk just doesn't want to do off-season workouts. Everybody's said that.
He's past. You know who he is right now? He's Allen Iverson.
He said practice?
Practice?
We talking about practice.
We talking about practice? Did you not see my 2 touchdowns
not
in
the
that
game? We
talking about practice?
That's him right now. But he tweeted.
Fact.
He tweeted because Leonard Fournette tweeted, "Hey, how many number 7 jerseys we gonna see in the stands this year?" And Gronk tweeted, "I'll be there wearing my number 7 jersey."
Yo, he's a
So it's like, is he playing
Yeah,
us?
or is he in the or is he in the stands wearing his number 7 jersey as a fan?
We'll find out coming around September.
I can't wait that long, bro. I need him to at least be like, yeah, I'll commit later.
You got to make up your mind.
Golly.
So then later in the 4th round, then they drafted a punter. The punter from Georgia, Jake Camarda, which I'm not a fan of. You can always get a punter. Their punter that they had's fine, and then I used a draft pick on him. I'm no shade towards Jake from Georgia. I'm sure you're great.
Yeah, but can your punter have a talk show?
Pat McAfee can.
Sheesh.
But now, like, you could have used that pick to get some more secondary depth, which they desperately need.
That's right.
They drafted a cornerback later, which was Zyron McCollum from Sam Houston State.
Man, Houston's lighting up the Bucs, man.
Sam Houston State.
No, yeah, but Sam Houston, and then Houston. Houston's all over the Bucs now. Not that I know anything
About Tejas?
about Texas at all or Houston in general.
But drafted a punter. Wish you would have drafted a safety. But then got a cornerback in the 5th round. 6th round drafted a tight end, Keith from Minnesota. Same thing. He could be a replacement for Gronk and O.J. Howard, O.J. Howard's no longer with us. Gronk's still with us, hopefully. So
he's with us at least in tweet.
Then in the last pick of the draft, they drafted outside linebacker Andre Anthony from LSU.
That's a good pick.
I like that a lot because, he knows Devin White. He could be an understudy under Devin White because they went to the same school together. I feel like that would be a good mesh. So I feel like overall, I feel like the Bucs probably did a B+.
Yeah, I think you're right about looking for some more secondary value with their picks. I'd say
that was their main problem last year.
B-, but coaching staff's great and can develop some of these guys into key players.
They've always said that the Bucs, they draft Buccaneers, so they are looking for a specific kind of guy. I think that's huge.
It's the polar opposite than the Rays. They draft whoever, turn them into great players, and turn them out.
No, they trade for prospects and then train them up. Anyways.
Golly.
So now I'm not going to go over the whole season breakdown because that'd be monotonous, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. I just want to go over some key things. The season opener, September 11th, 8:20, away game at the Dallas Cowboys. That's who we played last year in the first game, and it was a close game. So
it's a fun stadium.
Fun stadium to be at AT&T. Again, Jerry Jones, that guy stinks.
I actually don't even know who the Cowboys quarterback is right now.
Are you serious?
I have no idea.
Dak Prescott.
I thought he was hurt.
Oh, he's always hurt.
Well, that's why I didn't even know if he was starting.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's like you show up, nobody knows. You show up to AT&T just like, hey, whoever's got the ball, it's going to be a good game,
So that's a game that I wanted to highlight because it's a season opener. Then the home opener, which we're going to be at September 25th versus the Green Bay Packers. That's going to be awesome. The reason why I really wanted to go, even before they announced the dates, I said, hey, this is two great quarterbacks, and this could be the last time that they play each other unless it's in the playoffs.
And thank God it's not in Germany.
Well, they said that, hey, we're going to highlight the Packers game's not going to be in Germany. So it's at that point, I said, we're going to the Packers game. We got to see Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady duke it out in the 3rd week of the season. So that's going to be incredible. October 2nd, we have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, good game.
This is a Super Bowl rematch, and it is the most sold game in the NFL so far.
Yeah, we're not going to go to that one.
No, those are the most expensive tickets right now in the NFL.
We're gonna go see the
two
great Dukes duke them out.
We'll watch that from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I wanted to highlight was the Germany game. So November 13th, they're playing the Seahawks in Munich. That's going to be awesome. Not going, but I don't want to say not going because anything could happen, but probably not.
No, not going.
That'd be amazing to go to, but very cool stuff. So you guys all know it. Then it follow up with the bye week, and then later in the season. And then let's go. So 13 wins is what you said? 14 wins.
I'm hoping for 14.
14 would be great. Let's have a great season. Go Bucs.
Go Bucs.
You know you can look me in the eye. It's all because of Jesus. He the reason I'm alive. I live by faith, by grace. You know that I ain't gotta strive. They told me